We're gonna get right into things, ladies and gentlemen. As we're gonna have our first map here, nothing versus 95 volts. Literally nothing. I'm joined by Sign. Sign, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I know that I've got a lot of work ahead of me with these bands, so I gotta make sure I'm concentrated for this and I know what's going on. And hopefully I get this right, because for those of you that are like ADD, the colors are backwards. So I know now that I've said that, that's all you guys are gonna complain about in chat. So please try to refrain from that. But they're gonna be backwards for this whole map. First band, Capital. That makes sense for Coastline. It's a decent band.
A Lion band. Definitely not a surprising one, as even after his rework, Lion is definitely still really strong info, gathering op, and just kind of a pain to play against still.
Definitely a big pain to play against, and the Maestro is going to get banned out as well by the 95 Bulls, so not going to have that operator to play with.
I expect this to most likely be a Mira, as Mira's definitely very strong on this map, in particular in that penthouse and theater site, and she kind of make or breaks that site. So if we do see her here, then most likely we're not going to see any penthouse defenses anytime soon.
No. And I did mess up I messed up the bands.
I told you.
What were they? Capital. Hold on, man. There's no way that I messed that up. I did it backwards, thinking that I was gonna mess it up, and I think that they should have been the way I thought the entire time. You guys are messing. You're messing with me, man. Come on now. Where's Mira? Is this right? Is it gonna update? I don't know, but those are the bands who are whatever. They're still there. So that's all we really need.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As we're gonna be getting into our first defense here of, I believe, kitchen and service. So
Bomb located by attackers.
this should be an interesting first. This is the typical first site for most teams.
Taking a look at operator picks, not really surprising picks on there, besides maybe the dock, but a lot of teams have been lenient towards putting their just hard fragger on an operator like dock, as he does have access to the ACOG site, so can allow for just better gunplay in general, much like you see players switch to the G36C after the ACOG being removed from the R4, making it not as good, at least in certain players' eyes.
Yeah, definitely not a very player friendly buff, but there will be the Blackbeard coming out first round here from Gunvetta, so looks like he's going to be playing that very quickly here. It could be a burrito. Bryce, he's going to be making his way inside of the blue bar as Oreo's going to get killed from the roof, I assume. Yep, on to Hero. So already getting the first pick here is going to be the 95 Bulls, as they look to add on to this momentum here. Again, this is a recently changed over Xbox team, so all these players except for Burrito Bryce and Oreo have recently come off playing Xbox. So, Oreo too as well, but Oreo was M&K on the box, so not really too much of a change for him, as we're about a minute into the round. It looks like this attack stairs have to come out here on to the kitchen doorway here. Tito's going in for the shots there onto the smoke, but they have these holes above, so they're going to have to either deal with this or try to sprint through under the cover of smoke if they don't want to fall to these angles, but again, Oreo's is going to drone all the way up top.
Doesn't look like we're quite having a roam clear yet, and as I'm saying that, it is now pushing his way to the top floor, just trying to clear out any roamers that are, like you said, holding those holes from above and really preventing a brute force attack straight into the kitchen.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
I have good Veta here on the 90 hall. Pretty sure he knows that Jaeger is playing that position, as he did a shot from earlier. If the Jaeger peeks into this, it could be an easy kill for Gunvetti here. Meanwhile, on site though, that's Mark getting a kill onto the toes down to the main count. As the Jaeger, he is so Forgive me if I pronounce that.
Macio.
Peek on Blackbeard. Hits some shots, breaks the shield, but doesn't quite get the kill. Vivid sweeps in from behind, though, manages the kill onto OB. That's the castle and one of the two players who are on the top floor now, as Mort and just not even gonna try to pronounce that still. He's killing a Confetta now, putting man advantage in the hands of the defenders of literally nothing.
Yep.
Viv going for an aggressive push into the site will manage to get the kill onto
Attackers
Dom.
located a bomb.
Getting all up to two players off site. Plant will be going down from Rice here in the corner of kitchen service, but Mort will be able to deny it, not being able to cover his teammate, and that's Mort, I believe, getting a 3 or 4K even on that round.
Yeah, definitely an excellent round from. I mean, that was a good round from both teams, really. Just Mort coming out on top for his team, getting a 4K, like you said. Yeah, just the cover not coming out from Vivid. He had the 2 kills. He could have gone for a 4K as well, but I mean, he just wasn't able to cover his teammate from that bathroom push. Mortar played it perfectly. So Mort tall 21.
I think just Mort works.
But there will be a 6 pick to the Echo. So I like that we're seeing the Echo get played because he's unbanned, just because of how invisible those drones are now. It's definitely a very strong operator.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, especially after that change, which, like you stated before, don't know if it was intentional or not, but the yokai drones are impossible to see with just the human eye now, after the most recent patch, making Echo just a much stronger operator, which I was curious to point out at the beginning, as the fact that Maestro was banned instead of an Echo, especially on maps such as Coastline, where really Smoke can fulfill that role just as well.
Looks like they're going for a heavy downstairs strat probably here. I mean, they've got all the holes in default spots that I would assume that they're going to play heavy from below, especially with all the nitro cells and the pulls here. That's definitely got to be a priority for literally nothing, as it seems like it'll be the same attack coming from the side of 95 Bulls, and I'm going to have Tito's pushing from the VIP balcony, and of course Oreo is going to make his way up to the roof and just try to bait for kills to start this round off.
Yeah, going to the roof as an attacker, you can kind of deny a lot of rotation and possibly just get yourself a free pick, or maybe even 2 if they aren't cautious or at least aware of their surroundings.
Yeah, and you can see Oreo opening up this couches wall that's going to deny this cubby for the smoke. If he's actually, I don't know if he's even aware of the hole. Looks like he will just notice it as some more holes will come through. And, I mean, Zomblers, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. This is a weird word, bro. But, I mean, he could even play this angle. But it looks like they're going to make that vault. I don't know if it's still a thing. But you used to be able to vault through that hole if you ran from the blacktop. So, I'm not sure if it's still a thing. So, if it is, it definitely could be a possibility here for the attack. As, I mean, they've wasted about 1:15 so far trying to clear out these roamers. And it looks like they've just taken control of Theater and VIP, as you're going to have, it looks like, yeah, Gunvetta is going to be on this main window.
Yeah, that utilizing that face shielding can just cut off a lot of rotation, and again, maybe just catch a defender or 2 and possibly cover a plant that could go down. Right now, he's just kind of serving as a menace, making sure that nobody's really trying to peek anybody who is trying to push Aquarium. Leave it on the room, clear downstairs, will get managed to pick off the Jaeger before the smoke gets picked off by Rice. Very quick 2 kills, with only a minute left. The site execute's gonna have to happen, and it looks like it's coming underway. Tito's also adds the carnage, but getting a kill for himself. Moving it all up to the lone 2 players downstairs off site, trying to deny its plant.
It doesn't look like the attack knows where these last defenders are. They're still droning. That's going to be Mort that takes the first kill onto Vivid. So that's the IQ out of play, and they could possibly deny this plant from Oreos if they play these holes and the nitro cells correctly. But again, it looks like they're not sure where everybody is. The nitro cell will come through, but it will get shot by Oreos. And no, it's Hero that gets the kill post, and it's going to be Gunvetta that shuts down Mort. So it's all up to the Mozzie now. Can he get the kill into the Blackbeard? He will break 1 shield, taking no HP, but he's wary of a push from the Cool Vibe stairs, and it's going to be Tito's He's holding a very passive angle. No, it's actually Bryce here. He's holding a passive angle. It's going to be Gunvetta, though, that cleans things up. An excellent attack from the 95 Bulls.
Yeah, very nice attack. Definitely much better than the previous one. Roam clear really came out late. I'm assuming they didn't completely know the pulse was on the board, or they just wanted to not have to deal with the roamers until the very end when they went for their actual site execute. On the side of the defense, though, was just lots of over peeking, and the roamers downstairs weren't ultimately influencing the round. At that point, they should have tried to go for a late flank or something. Of course, the pulse being downstairs can deny the plant, but can't really deny the plant when there's a 5 versus 1, as somebody will instantly pick up the diffuser and go for the replant, or even plant on the pool table to begin with, so you can't knight yourself from below.
Yes. They got lucky with one of those C4s as well. That could have easily blown up the plant, or blown up the Habana, but it was stopped off by Oreo. Shot it midair.
Was a good shot then.
Bomb located by attackers.
Well, after losing Hookah and Billards, they will opt to try to force the site out again, hopefully making some changes for the better. Mainly, the reason why that round was lost was the lack of influence that the Realm had on the actual round itself, not really wasting any time or asserting any map control. And because of that, 95 was simply just able to brute force their way into site with how much manpower they had, take out the anchors, which is exactly what they did, and then just position somebody downstairs late to the round to try to take care of any possible denial from below.
Yeah, I would assume that we're going to see a better roam clear here from 95, given that it looks like Bryce is running out the service and kitchen very early on here, and it looks like Vivid wants to push this with him, so they're going to be clearing out these nitro cells from below now, as it looks like they're going to have 2 down here, and Hero as well as Mort, so Mute and Pulse combo is going to be very deadly if not dealt with early on here, and looks like some of these Habanas might already be getting muted. Yeah, it looks like they're getting muted here, so excellent play to bring that mute. There's no Thatcher on the board from 95, so they're going to be unable to get these this wall open, so the smoke will be able to play a lot more safely inside of the couches.
Definitely good play and good adaptation there from literally nothing. As with that wall not being open, like you said, that smoke can be able to play that position more comfortably without being challenged by anybody.
Yeah, but they've already got control of Aquarium here, and it looks like, yeah, Mort's going to be calling that out on the pulse scanner as they're waiting for the push to come downstairs, but again, it's kind of very passive from 95 right now, not really wanting to peek too many angles early on, as, I mean, Mort could possibly get a free kill here onto the Habana if Oreos is not careful. Looks like he's scanning him out still. The Blackbeard will rotate to try to cut this blue rotation off. That's going to be Masio. Gonna eat a lot of damage. Puts him onto about 1, maybe 2 HP if he's lucky. But again, Gunvetta holding very tight onto this window. It's gonna be Oreo who actually gets the kill onto Hero. Masio is now. Yeah, it looked like he might have gotten tracked out there, but he will have to be very careful of how he holds his angles here.
It's one of the C4s from below that's off the board, but you still have the Pulse who's feeding information to not only himself, but also his teammates. Tito's going for some shots through the wall there, but not managed to hit anybody, as of course nobody's in that site currently. Pulse of Mort finally going for the Nitro Cell, manages to cut down Vivid, as Non gets a kill for himself on Oreos. Mort getting a second one onto Bryce. Gunvetta is quick with the refrag though onto him, now leaving us at even man count. Time advantage and health advantage in favor of defense, but actually Jaeger is still up. So actually man advantage is in favor of defense. Round is looking very grim for 95, as like I said, health advantage and man advantage is in hands of the attack. Still health advantage now, neither, as Tito's gets 2 kills for himself, leaving it all up to OBS against Gunvetta. It's Blackbeard 1 versus 1, but that diffuser is gonna need to go for the kill. The stun comes out, the deagle. Very nice clutch from Gunvetta there, knowing that he has to go for the push, and an amazing play there from Tito's at the end, managed to pick up those 2 kills, opening up that round for Gunvetta to be able to clutch.
Definitely a very strong round at the end there from Tito's and Gunvetta to really clutch that out and pick off those kills from below as well as those 2 kills from Tito's on site. A big round. 495 to go up to 2-1.
Yeah, around that. They definitely should not have been able to salvage being so far down in man count with so little time. It was just a little bit too over aggression, those 2 defenders peeking straight into Tito's, and Tito's just simply winning those gunfights. Managed to put it all up to Gunvetta in a 1 versus 1 with not very much time. All the Echo had to do was just really run away and survive. Instead, he opted to stay in his current position, and because of that, he was able to get stunned out. And it was an easy kill for Gunvetta, as being disoriented and not being able to see anything is kind of hard to win your gunfights.
Well, I mean, there was nowhere that the Echo could have really ran anyway. I mean, even if he wanted to run away, the Blackbeard would have just cut him off at the doorway. There was, like, the Echo played it smart. It's just that flash just screwed everything over for him.
I thought that the hatch was open?
No.
Or was it? Okay.
No, there was like a shield on the hatch.
Well,
12 seconds to go.
Well,
5 seconds to go.
still, unfortunate then, I suppose, being caught up in that kind of situation.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for this vertical pressure again. They've got the rotation holes, and they've got some shotgun holes in the floors. So definitely looking to play this from above will be literally nothing. I mean, this has been the only defense that they've been able to win so far. They won this first round, and they've tried to go to hookah and billiards twice, and they've lost both. So it's going to be kitchen and service for literally nothing. As we take a look at the scoreboard, fairly even coming up from 95, as it looks like Mort really carrying it out for his team right now. 7-2, really playing strong.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And definitely a pretty impressive kill count, considering that we're only on round number 4. And no deaths have been caught out in the first 50 seconds, which is, I guess, good for both teams, as there kind of has been very early picks coming out from both teams.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
My device is planted.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be aggressively pushing onto this service entrance. As they know this is all clear, and they are not wasting much time at all in this round. As they could be even pushing very aggressively inside. They know that they have hookah cleared, and they know that VIP is cleared as well. As I believe it's going to be Gunvetta that's holding above. But they're actually going to come straight in through sight. It's Tito's to lead things off. He's got the smoke on the prone on the ground, and it's Vivid who's going to have to follow it up. But the smoke gets 2. That's going to be Zomblers. He takes down Vivid and Tito's. And the plant started to go down, but it will come off, as it looks like OBS has been down above. But Oreos will get the trade out, as this makes this essentially a... Oh, no, it looks like OBS has gotten picked up. I'm not sure... Yeah, he's going to get picked back up by that dock upstairs. It's going to be Oreos to go for the plant, but it will be Hero to even out man count even more for his team, as it's all up to Oreos now. It's going to be a push out from Hero, and what a comeback from literally nothing. That was full control, 495, but excellent play inside of service by the smoke.
Yeah, from what I saw in that round, it was really just not investing enough in holding the top floor. Of course, they had the Blackbeard of Gunvetta trying to hold that window of VIP, but as soon as he fell, the people who were actually in sight simply just got picked off from the players above that were then able to rotate or simply peek holes from above that they had already made in the prep phase. So it was just kind of ignoring the roam setup like they have been in the previous rounds. In that round in particular, it really just didn't work out, as they had to really confront the upstairs hold, because if they did not, then simply they get picked off while going to the plant, like what happened.
Frosty, you gotta stop spamming emotes in my chat, man. Just because you're a mod doesn't mean you can spam emotes. You're supposed to prevent people from doing that shit.
Yeah, Frosty.
What up, Josh?
What up, man?
How are you?
Sorry, I joined late.
No worries. We got a long night.
I joined when Gunvetta clutched up with Blackbeard right
Oh,
jumping
okay.
in.
So those are where your stats start.
5 seconds
Yeah.
left.
Oh yeah. That's what I like
Roll.
to hear.
No.
Oh,
I already got my stats wrong. Hang on.
Oh shit, bro.
It's round 5. I got it right now. I only have round 4 and 5 though.
All good. Hey, it's a blessing that you're here to do that. It helps me out a lot. I want you to know that. Elvis, will you add, or will you add yourself to that? You're a mod, right? No, you're not a mod. Let me mod you.
Elvis is a mod.
I know, but Elvis isn't here. Alright, I added you as a mod. Will you fix the casters command and add your name on there? Do you know how to do that? Slash
edit command.
Yeah, slash edit com, and then exclamation point casters.
Slash edit.
And no, do exclamation point casters and make sure it's like the exact same. Oh, this could be an easy kill for OBS if he's able to fry out. He knows he's here. He's gonna go for the pre-fire, but that will cause. Who was that? That was Oreos maybe to get off that rappel. Yeah, Hero going big here. He finds a kill for himself on the Gunvetta. Already a 5v2 here. Only a minute 10 into the round, so it's already not looking good here for 95.
Yeah, definitely two pretty strong picks in the way of literally nothing. That's your Jackal and Blackbeard. Blackbeard doesn't provide a whole lot of utility, but he can provide a lot of rotations that he can cut off. Oreo's trying to go in for the aggressive push, but not realizing that there's two players there to contest, and picked off by Mort.
Yeah.
PCO, or however you'd like to pronounce that, manages to add to the body count by getting a kill on to, I believe that was
Vivid.
Vivid? Okay.
Yeah.
Leaving it all up to Tito's in a 1 versus 5. About a minute and 5 seconds left and no diffuser in hand. Things are looking pretty poor for him, even more so as the Echo Drone manages to get a disorientation blast, guess is what you call that, onto him. Will manage to pick it off, but of course there is still a second yokai available. Tito is just pushing into the VIP now, 50 seconds left, trying to look to make a miracle play here, as he's either going to need to find 5 bodies or get the diffuser down. Very unlikely, even more so now, as he's been cut down to about 20 HP. Timer's still taken down now to 35 seconds. He's going to push right into the hands of the Jaeger, and it's an easy kill as on 1 HP. There's not really much you can do in that gunfight. It's 95, losing yet another round, finally being unsuccessful on the attack onto Hookah and Billets.
Yeah, a very strong defense. I believe that was a flawless round from literally nothing. As I mean, they played that perfectly. All the attackers just pushed right into the open hands of the defenders, and I mean that's what allows them to take their first lead on this map. No, they had a 1-0 lead, so they're gonna regain the lead from the 95 Bulls.
Definitely a strong defense from literally nothing there. In terms of just over-aggression from 95, there wasn't a whole lot of droning that I saw, at least in that particular round, and the only droning that was done was really just surface level, and just too much over-aggression. Oreo's there trying to, I assume, go for a refrag, getting a little bit too aggressive, not having information, really just pushed into a straight-up crossfire, into a shotgun, and UMP just...
Yeah, now this is funny. I'm looking at the scoreboard now, and the one person who's been on PC the longest is going 1-4. No smoke towards Bryce. No smoke towards Bryce. I'm just saying, when the Xbox come and carry the PC, it's real. That's when shit goes down. Oh, hello, Elvis. I saw you tried to mute your mic and try to avoid us. Come on now.
He pulled up his video.
No, he heard that I modded Josh and that he wasn't in here, so he's like, "Fuck, I gotta get in here now." He thought I was giving away your job, his job. He said, "Yeah, fuck Josh."
I'm gonna beat up Elvis.
Bro, you could definitely beat up Elvis. I've seen what you look like, bro. I've seen what both of you look like. That's actually not the best. I'm gonna nitpick this, bro. That's not the best air jab from Tito's. I mean, that could be shot if they crouch under that door, but still. Just a small thing. That's all I'm saying. But it looks like we're gonna have those upside down repels come from Gunvetta, as he's just trying to cut off Hookah for right now. It looks like this actually may even be a Hookah attack, as it looks like there's a lot of like spread pushing going on here. It looks like they're trying to get rid of this Jaeger maybe inside a bathroom. No, actually, I don't think they know that he's there at all. They're just going to be pushing from downstairs completely.
Just kind of rushing in, taking control of Vivid, getting a kill into OBS. That's your Echo that you've lost off the board, and now also a Nitrocell. In fact, that Gunvetta gets a kill into Hero. Mort has managed to get a kill on Tito's though. That has the Nomad that has been cut down, but an advantage is still of course in favor of 95, even more so now as Vivid picks up a second kill for himself and Mort, leaving it all up to the site player of Khan and Jaeger, who is still roaming. Khan, I believe Cool Vibes, who's now rotating back to the site. Half the round left, there's still plenty of time for this actual execute to happen.
Yeah, still plenty of time, but if they lose Museo, that's going to make this a lot easier for the attack. Yep, and Bryce picks up 2 more
Bryce
kills.
with a double kill.
Double kill. Nice round for Bryce to pick it up a little bit there.
After you heard you say something.
Yeah,
he
he
said,
heard
"I
me
watched
say
this
something. He was
Razors."
like, "Screw this, bro. I'm gonna show this shitter Razors up."
Well, definitely a much better round from 95. There wasn't any more joining than was done in the previous round, but it was definitely more calculated aggression, I'd say, and just over aggression from the defense, just peeking a little bit too many things that they really shouldn't have. The lone roamer of, still can't pronounce that name, but the player who is currently on IQ, he was kind of solo roaming inside of Penthouse, and again, 95 wasn't really doing a roam clear, so ultimately he wasn't influencing the round once again, and that kind of really led to the downfall of the site players, as simply all 95 did was just rush into kitchen and really just pick off all the anchors on site. Losing your Echo as your first operator pretty early on was definitely not very helpful for the defense either, as Ben, that change, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
And it looks like we'll have a few 6 picks. We'll be seeing the Nomad and the Mozzie come out. So I like the Mozzie pick. That's going to provide a lot more intel. And Mozzie also brings another shotgun, which, I mean, I think is extremely useful. I'm interested to see, though. No, he's got barbed wire. So no Moon Nitro Cell coming from Gunvetta. But still, they've got plenty of denial here. They've got the smokes and the Echo drones from Oreo. So definitely a solid
Legion to
lineup.
slow down any rush.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
5
the Legion
seconds to go.
coming out from
Attackers
Tito's.
discovered the location of a bomb.
But it's a pretty good lineup on the attack as well. They've got the Habana. They've got the IQ for those Echo drones. They've got everything they really need. The Buck to go above or below if it was going to be a top floor site. So definitely ready for pretty much any site here. I would imagine that this lineup will stay fairly consistent.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
No, I would imagine that this lineup will stay fairly consistent throughout the whole map.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Yeah, this lineup is pretty much what would work for really the whole map. This coastline isn't as much of a strat heavy map as many others like Bank per se. It's much more frag based, so your operator lineup doesn't really matter a whole lot, as you don't really need a hard breacher for any particular site. You don't really need soft breach for anyone either. There's plenty of site pushes that you can make work with really little or even no utility. Tito's there with an aggressive run out, will manage to cut down the top fragger of literally nothing in terms of Mort, but will immediately get refragged. That's your Legion for it. Thatcher, I'd say a pretty good trade, and definitely went out for 95, as there's just so many gadgets that really Thatcher can help disable or even destroy that. Just a lot of utility that can be removed from play. The IQ of, how should I pronounce that?
Masio.
How? Masio? Okay, Masio just spotting out some cameras, does spot the Echo drone, but isn't able to quite get an angle on it just yet. Hero, though, opening up the floor, will try to get some angles onto the anchors from below. Will not be able to spot anyone just yet, but still trying his best.
Yeah, it's a fair. They're just messing up the floor. They've got plenty of time to make this attack happen. They've got plenty of utility left. They've got still 2 grenades on Hero, and a lot of just not as much ammo in the skeleton key, but the main wall is open here into service by OBS. This is looking fairly strong for literally nothing, as it looks like it's going to be a double air jab here, as it's going to be Zombler's. He's going to get the Gunvetta down as he tried to rotate back into the site, so an aggressive push not going to turn out well for 95, as reach about the 50-second mark. Bryce is going to start to make this rotate on the top floor, but There's going to be air jabs waiting for his flank, as he might even choose to rotate into main lobby as well, but he's got plenty of air jabs that he needs to worry about. One's going to be pushing out through service, but does he know that there's one main door? The IQ doesn't know he's there, so Burrito Bryce gets an easy kill, but he gets slapped onto his butt. That's going to be OBS to get the trade, as it's going to be 30 seconds left. Still plenty of utility, I would believe. I think Oreo still has an Echo drone to play with, and Vivid still has 3 smokes, as he's going to go for the aggressive peek on to the Nomad, as she's actually going to try to plant here. So, I mean, got to stop down that Echo drone, and are these smoke cannons going to come out? No, looks like Vivid has been downed out. It's going to be up to Oreo here to try to clutch this out, as he's going to have to try to get on his drone one more time, but he won't get it in time, as he'll try to go for the pickup on to Oreos, or onto Vivid. He's going to turn this into a 2v3 with top floor pressure. This is going to be very difficult for 95.
Yeah, things definitely aren't looking very good, and they aren't looking as good for every second that they waste. Almost half the diffuser has now been depleted, and not really much has been made in terms of retaking. Oreos has been injured and finished off by OBS, and get all up to Vivid on 1 hit of HP. Will manage to cut down Hero, though, leaving it at 1 versus 2 with not very much time left on the diffuser. He's going to need to go for a Hail Mary play, but Non is waiting. Cuts him down and ends round number 7, and very decisive round there from literally nothing, now giving them the lead of 4-3.
Yeah, a big first round of the second half for literally nothing.
Definitely. And that round, it was just a little bit too much aggression from 95 we saw there. Vivid and Oreos were pretty much left solely to defend against almost the entire team of literally nothing, as we saw the aggressive play from both Gunvetta and Bryce just simply not being aware, or just some miscommunication, as Gunvetta did go for a run out earlier, got killed by the Nomad, and most likely should have called out that the Nomad was out there. So whether that was just ignorance from him or, again, miscommunication, still unfortunate either way.
Elvis, will you or Josh, will one of you guys try to figure out what chat wants to, like what teams chat wants to watch for me?
I'm not mod anymore.
What happened to your mod?
I don't know, you took it away.
I didn't take anything away, Josh.
I'm still modded.
You're still modded? What are you talking about?
I don't know why.
10 seconds to insertion.
2 feet up.
5 seconds remaining.
Just try to get a grasp on it, Elvis.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
These teams are pretty equally matched.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're trading around right now.
Yeah, and like I said, it's gonna be the exact same lineup from literally nothing. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. This is a very strong lineup. They've got literally everything they need to take control of any site that 95 goes, and it's going to be up to Hookah now. So after losing that first round, they will go back. They will go to that first or to the Hookah site, but it looked like Bryce was worried that somebody might get on blue tarps, but it doesn't look like anybody from literally nothing is going to be doing that just yet. And it looks like they're going to be pushing below to try to maybe shoot Oreos from below. That could possibly be a big play from the IQ.
More likely to deal with the Valkyrie Nitrous cell, as she is currently being played by Titos. Do not know his current position, but of course he could always be downstairs. Looks like he is currently roaming inside of theater, so downstairs clears, going to net kills, but definitely a lot of control for the attack.
Nice play there by Bryce to shut down those Habana pellets playing inside of the VIP. They haven't cleared it out yet, so a little bit of a misplay there from OBS, as some more goo mines will get spotted out by Masio. This is very good control early on. They're going to getting these anchors out of their standard positions. The shotgun's going to come through the floor by Vivid. Going to shut down Hero. A nice shot there by Vivid to take out the Buck early on, as well as those 2 sets of grenades.
What a good play by Vivid right there. I joined a little late, but what I'm seeing a little bit different from lineup is I didn't see 95 bring a hard breach. I don't know about the first couple rounds, but I didn't see them bring a hard breach. Did they?
Yeah, Oreos was on the Cubana, and actually that was what helped them win those Hookah attacks. Is he opened up the wall that Vivid is playing right next to, and then they were able to keep the smoke from playing in that position, so they just brute switching the side.
Oh no.
The courtyard wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tito's could have
Well,
possibly gotten a
listen to
free
me.
grenade there. Oh, but Masio rotates down below and shuts down Tito's, but Oreos gets a pick of his own. He gets another pick as well, playing these holes perfectly. That's, I believe, 3 kills, or maybe no, it's just 2 kills maybe for Oreos, as Vivid got the earlier one. So showing up big in this round as Bryce is rotated to just outside the 90 hallway. Both of the remaining attackers are inside of Aquarium, so looking to make this happen in a 2v4 with still low HP from these Zomblers. And he might even die to that smoke grenade, but no, he'll put on to even lower HP as Oreos gets a triple kill for himself. So get all up to Masio on the IQ. He's going to be having to go against all of them, but Vivid and Oreos clean up the round. Nice little 3 and 2K there from the Echo and Smoke combo.
Very nice job. Kind of all started with that shotgun kill from above. The Buck just being a little bit too negligent and not really being fed enough info, opening up the floor and not being wary that those holes work both ways. And Vivid simply just peeked him with a superior shotgun, and it was really just an easy kill. Losing that amount of utility and allowing Vivid to play in that position was ultimately what really led to that round loss, at least in terms of really timing, as Vivid was able to stall out the attack there for a very long time towards the end there, just based off the fact that he was playing that position. The smoke canisters making the attackers be more wary of just simply pushing in and trying to go for your plant. Oreos as well, just utilizing those punch holes like you said, and really just fragging out anybody who really tried to push Vivid. Oreos and Vivid just doing a very good job in that round of really just playing off each other.
Try to make a pull, Elvis. If people want to see, yeah, make it like a straw poll, or like just like whatever. Like if you were keeping track of what people were saying, make it like a straw poll, and then we'll see what everyone wants to do, and then just spam the shit out of it.
I'm just gonna ask chat who are they working for? Or running for?
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
It looks like 95 is going to go for the same upstairs room this round
Attackers are
that we saw from literally nothing when they would go kitchen. So this could possibly lead to a better defense, I would assume, as they got completely swept the last time they went kitchen. So I definitely like this switch in strats from 95.
They definitely tried to turtle up in the previous defense, and it really didn't work out, as was shown by really how that round went. So, looking to make some adaptations for the better. You have Tito's and Vivid on the top floor, trying to maintain control to prevent the Buck that we know has been played by Hero, to try to prevent him from being able to make holes and really just rain down terror and bullets onto the angry Buck.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Tito's to try to hold on to this. He's going to get droned out. He's pretty much screwed right here. He's completely trapped off from the penthouse side of things, and he's getting pushed by the IQ close onto his door as the repels are going to start to come in through the master bedroom. That's going to be Zomblers. Takes down Vivid on the castle early on here, and we'll be able to take down the bulletproof camera as well. But again, they've got Tito stuck in the guitar hallway. He's gonna get tapped out by Zomblers and finished off by Masio. So another excellent attack on this top floor for literally nothing.
Half the round expanded, and not really much utility wasted on top floor control has been forfeited to the attackers. Now it's all up to Hero to really just utilize vertical dominance and really just open up a bunch of holes, and again force out the anchors on site out of their positions and maybe even get a pick or two.
Looks like Oreo is going to try to play aggressively onto the service door here and maybe wait for a peek, but there will be a drone that comes through. I'm not sure if Zomblers was able to identify him. It looks like he will hop over and be able to spot out Oreo. So the pre-fire is going to come through the walls. The smoke canister will come out from Oreo, but with all this hell raining down on him, I'm not sure why he's still holding the angle, but he will choose to rotate back finally to the safety of the bomb.
Hero having really wasted a bunch of shotgun ammo, still trying to make some more holes as he's he's going to keep doing so until he either A, finds a kill onto Smoke, or B, wastes all of his ammo trying to do so. Oreo still, despite all the vertical pressure, is still holding very strong as Bryce on an upstairs flank manages to kill Hero. That is the buck off the board. Macio manages to get a kill onto Oreos before Gunvetta gets refrag. Rito is ultimately killed also by OBS, leaving it all up to Gunvetta in a 1 versus 3. With 10 seconds left, the plant is going to need to go down. Gunvetta, knowing this, he's just playing for his life right now. He sees the planter, he gets the kill. All he has to do is stay alive as long as nobody can get the replant. This is going to be a round 1 for 95, but Macio saving the round at the last second kill onto Gunvetta. And that's literally nothing, running round number 9, I believe. Now putting them up 5-4.
That was round 10.
Round 10? No, that was round 9. That was round 9. Yeah, it was.
Gunvetta should have waited there. I mean, he had that diffuser had just started to go down. If he had let the clock just tick out and then waited to go for that kill, he could have clutched that round out easily. But I mean, in such a tense situation like that, in a 1v3, you're not really thinking about some. I mean, he may not have been thinking about stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's
in that
definitely
situation,
easy.
you just want to get someone down. You just want to get one less body out.
Yeah, as easy as it is to analyze mistakes, it's much harder to really do that while you're in game and playing. And in a position that was very much clutchable towards the end there, just not completely thinking through, he could have waited till that diffuser was almost completely planted, which would have only spared 1 or 2 seconds left, which possibly could have saved the round even, as then nobody would have tried to go for the push and been able to pick up the diffuser, and most likely, but if he did not get fragged off the end there, the diffuser most likely would have gotten planted anyways. Taking a look at operator lineups for both teams does look like they have pretty much remained the same, besides the Smoke being switched off to a dock instead. That Castle Barricade on Guitar Hallway, or Hall of Fame as people refer to it as, was very curious as it was cutting off the rotation from Tito's in the previous round, which kind of put him on an island inside of VIP, and that's a very bad position to be in, as a single player can sit on the window and really just kind of hold you inside of that room, and you can't really do much, as then it was just an easy kill for the rest of the players of literally nothing to push in, knowing where he was, and knowing that he was really stuck in the position that he was in. It's an easy kill and easy top floor control forfeited. Hopefully we'll see a little bit heavier investment or just better play overall in the top floor hold.
The site was completely clear there for like the first 30 seconds of the round. I mean, if that could have been read into by literally nothing. Like, I mean, they could have possibly just rushed site, but choosing to play it a little bit slow is, I mean, ultimately the smart choice, but they could have possibly hit control of that site very early on. That's going to be the dock of Vivid. He's going to be let up early on, but, I mean, he will be able to just heal himself back up as some grenades are going to start to get tossed through by the buck of Hero here. Knocking that Shroud Charm, a nice little charm he's got there, but, again, Vivid's going to choose to peek the angle here, and he does have the ACOG, so he could possibly win this gunfight, but with that upside down rappel, it's definitely a difficult gunfight to win, as the push is starting to come in from all angles here.
Vivid's still holding on to 90 call pretty aggressively. The Buck has expanded both of his grenades and possibly even a drone, so Vivid doing a very good job in holding his top floor. So far, no damage has been dealt to either team, so definitely a much better hold from 95, as with, like I said, a little bit over half the round expanded, and again, no damage dealt to them. Still very good defense so far. As they say that though, Non comes from behind, finally cuts down Vivid, and gets a second kill onto Tito's. Top floor control that has been surrendered. 20-second increase from the previous round, but Oreos with a nitro cell from below will manage to take out
Macio.
Macio. Bryce there on an upstairs flank does deal a little bit of damage, but takes a lot in return. It's all left up to the 2 anchors on site, and Bryce, who's currently lurking inside of security and going for a flank actually, and onto the Nomad. If Non does not realize this, but he does have an air jab, and that's Bryce getting hit by an air jab in the same spot again. Will just barely not be able to capitalize on the kill, but goes for the repeat and manages to finally cut him down. We got all up to Oreos and Gavetta on site in a 2-4 30-second.
Yeah, that makes it a 1 versus 4 as Zomblers gets the kill onto Gunvetta, but Oreos gets refragged, makes it a 1v3, and he has dropped the diffuser in the main lobby with about 20 seconds left. He has the possibility of clutching this round out, and it doesn't look like the attack know exactly where the bandit is, and they're going to be going in through service. So Oreo actually going to fall off the angle. This could be the perfect push for More. Is he going to come right in from behind and be able to take down Oreo? Is just not ready for that push. A nice attack there from literally nothing, as they will be putting themselves on the match point.
Very good round from literally nothing there. Top floor control was a little bit harder to get than in the previous round. Like I said, that 20-second increase was definitely nothing to scoff at, but again, just unfortunate circumstances. Vivid getting pushed from behind, and his teammate not being aware that he had fallen off that position, as he had, of course, died, and being pushed from 2 angles at once, really. Just kind of getting tunnel vision, I assume, there, as he wasn't really paying any attention, at least from what I could see, to the hallway itself when his teammate had just died in that hallway. He was a little bit curious, but very efficient attack coming out from literally nothing. Definitely very practiced on this map, just in general, as it seems, and the score count rather really reflects that.
It looks like it's going to be back up to the hookah and billiard site. 495, and they're going to be, I mean, this was a very successful site for them the last time, so I would imagine that they're going to win this round out, but again, their kitchen defenses haven't looked the best, especially in the last 2 rounds, so I don't know. Honestly, I see literally nothing taking this map. And it is a best of 1, I will remind everyone. Until the finals, the Challenger League Qualifiers are best of 1s. So, not a lot of chance for mistakes. As there are a lot of teams. I believe there's like 160 teams that are signed up for this. So there were a lot of teams that are trying to make it to CL, and I mean, a lot of teams should try at least. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You guys lose, but definitely going to be interesting to see if literally nothing is going to be able to close this map out, or will 95 is. Ooh, it's gonna be a quick first kill for Oreos, as he's gonna be taking out the Habana on that rappel. That's a nice shot there from Oreos. He was, I mean, I might have just shot him through the barricade even.
I do believe that was just a shot to the barricade, possibly hurt the rappel, but either way, it was still a nice shot, whether it was through the barricade or not. A good early pick, especially onto the Hibana of all players. Of course, you don't need a hard breacher, but has been pretty effective in forcing the smoke out of his position. Oreos will get a second kill for himself on Mort. That's the top fragger that has been removed from the play, and the Thatcher and Hibana. Not on the big window will manage to cut down Vivid, as Vivid focusing on the hero downstairs. Sia will manage to kill on a Gunvetta, though, evening out man count. And of course is in favor of the defense, though, but there's still plenty of time for them to make their actual attack work. Sia has been put down to literally 1 HP and has dealt a little bit of damage to Bryce, who is currently still roaming downstairs for a possible flank onto the Buck. Buck is looking for it, though, and it's a nice shot from Hero there. Good read from him on the flank, catching him and killing him. Sia has been injured, but Oreos feeling not going for the revive, but will get grenaded out by Hero. Very nice call from his teammate there on the position of him, and it will all leave it up to Tito's in a technical 1 versus 1. Seo has been picked up, so now it is a 1 versus 2 situation. Still has his Nitro Cell in hand, possibly some Valkyrie cameras to feed him some information. 40 seconds left, there's still plenty of time for the attackers to do some drone work, and they will do. Trying to figure out where he is located. They have found his position and have to work together. It does look like Hero is rotating towards an aquarium for a possible flank. If Tito's does not read this out, put himself in a position to not get flanked, but it looks like he has rotated into Hookah. That reinforced wall behind him and the shield in front of him. He's in a pretty good spot to clutch this out. Even more so as he cuts down Messi. It's all left up to Hero in a 1 versus 1, but he loses the gunfight. And that's literally nothing, taking home this matchup 7-4.
an excellent match from both teams, especially 95 just switching over from the Xbox. So you got to give it out to both of them as they both played very well, but literally nothing, just played the better game. So they will walk away with this one with the